mass tort lawsuit that is really gaining a lot of interest from lawyers in 2023 is the Tepezza hearing loss litigation. This video discusses the Tepezza lawsuits, a potential class action, and our expectations as to the settlement value of these claims if they're successful. Tepezza is a new drug used for the treatment of thyroid eye disease. Tepezza was developed by a company called Horizon Therapeutics, and it was approved for use by the FDA in 2020. Soon after Tepezza was released on the market, it was discovered that Tepezza can cause permanent hearing damage and/or tinnitus, or ringing in the ears, in some patients. During the FDA approval process, Horizon Therapeutics claimed that hearing loss was only a temporary side effect experienced in a small percentage of patients. But new studies done after the release of Tepezza have shown that over 50% of patients experience hearing loss, and in some cases it is permanent. If these studies are sound, this is incredibly strong evidence that victims will build the litigation around. The result of this medical literature is a growing tide of Tepezza product liability lawsuits by individuals who received Tepezza infusions and suffered permanent hearing loss. The lawsuits allege that Horizon failed to adequately warn doctors and patients about the true risk of hearing loss associated with the drug. The first Tepezza hearing damage lawsuits were filed in the spring of 2022. The volume of new Tepezza lawsuits significantly increased in 2023, with 20 new cases filed since the start of the year. In March 2023, a group of Tepezza plaintiffs filed a motion seeking to have the Tepezza cases in federal courts consolidated into a new class action MDL in the Northern District of California. If this motion is granted and a new Tepezza class action is created, these cases will go through a process of consolidated discovery and ultimately be resolved in a global settlement that provides payouts based on, among other things, the severity of the patient's hearing-related injury and the age of the victim. There's no way of knowing for certain how much Tepezza hearing damage lawsuits could potentially be worth in settlement or trial. The best we can do is provide a reasonable estimate. Our attorneys predict that Tepezza hearing loss cases with favorable facts may have a payout value at settlement of $250,000 to $500,000. We also think, unlike many other mass tort defendants, that Horizon will be looking to settle these cases sooner rather than later. Our firm is currently seeking Tepezza hearing damage lawsuits across the country. If you took Tepezza for treatment of TED and you subsequently suffered hearing damage, hearing loss, or permanent ringing in the ears, contact our office today for a free consultation at 800-553-8082.